Well, small business contractors in North Carolina are suffering during the shutdown as well. According to the U.S. Chamber, $36 million, that is, in weekly payments to North Carolina businesses are at risk of leaving many asking, where's the money tonight? WCNC Charlotte's Walker Lawson joining us live from East Charlotte. Walker, you spoke to a business owner, it sounds like, and they say they're feeling this impact.
Well, that's right. As the government is shut down, it's not only leaving federal workers in limbo, it's also putting pressure on small business owners.
Instability and even some fear. There's some fear for the communities that we work with that their voices are going to go unheard.
The longest government shutdown ever, now dragging past 6 weeks, is leaving business owners like Christine Pitkin, the owner of a consulting firm, Civility Localized, stressed. She says when people are stressed about making ends meet, that trickles down to her work.
Those projects are not as prioritized. So when I go out into a community and say, hey, we want your feedback on this project that's coming up, a lot of times people are more focused on surviving.
Economist Michael Walden with NC State says this shutdown has been negative for many businesses.
This is sort of the second blow that a lot of public sector people, as well as some businesses, have had, because we had the DOGE cuts that happened earlier in the administration, and now we're followed by another set of cuts simply because the government's not operating, and that affects a lot of people because if you even have a public sector entity or a private entity that's getting government funding, a lot of that's going to go to payroll. So that's hurt people who are working.
A challenge Pitkin has already faced this year.
Earlier in 2025, my company was contracted to help out with a regional action plan. And because of some of the decisions that were made at the federal level, that funding was put on pause and ultimately ended. So we've had to deal with that funding being revoked, and we've had to move things around financially. So with this government shutdown, it expounds and it just multiplies that fear and that instability of what we're having to do to make up with the loss of these projects.
Well, there is some hope in sight for those impacted. The Senate passed legislation to reopen the government. It will now go to the House, which could be voted on as early as Wednesday. It would then go to President Trump's desk. Reporting in East Charlotte, Walker Lawson, WCNC Charlotte.